on April 25th, 2021, Derontae Martin attended a prom party at the home of James Wade, who was a noted white supremacist in this Illinois town. The problem is Derontae was later found dead in Wade's attic. Now, the local coroner quickly ruled Derontae's death a suicide. It took months to get a second autopsy, and an impaneled jury ruled Derontae's death resulted from violence, not suicide. Well, the FBI, they've investigated the case, and they found that the 19-year-old black teen died from a self-inflicted gunshot. Ericka Lotts is Derontae's mother. She joins us right now. This has to be troubling for you, Ericka, for the FBI come to this conclusion. Y'all have been hoping that, wanting them to get involved in here, and still, no justice. And so the FBI rules this, but an impaneled jury said it was violence.
Okay, first off, this happened in Fredericktown, Missouri. Not in Illinois. It's
I'm sorry about that.
Like maybe 2 hours south of St. Louis. And the FBI actually never did an investigation. On December 20th of 2023, myself and my mom, along with a legal advisor, we went and sat down with the FBI, and we were asking for them to help investigate it as a hate crime. And they said that it was not a hate crime, so they could not investigate Derontae's case, and therefore they would not be overruling the verdict of Madison County Sheriff's Department and Missouri Highway Patrol Troop E of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head, regardless to the jury inquest or the second autopsy.
So how did they then come to this conclusion?
Well, as of April the 24th, it was told to me by Associate Press, which is the news paper. The newspaper contacted the FBI, and the FBI notified them that they let us know on December the 20th that they closed Derontae's case due to an investigation, in which that's not what they told us. They told us that Derontae's case did not stand grounds for a hate crime.
Okay. So I guess what I'm still confused is, how did they arrive at this conclusion, and what now? Because again, you have... Go ahead.
They basically have cleared James Wade, but they're not investigating William Cody Gideon or Zachary Graham. And William Cody Gideon is the one who admitted even to the police that he gave Derontae a gun under the influence because he was in fear of his life. And Zachary Graham is the one who said that he shot himself laying down, when the detectives who did the investigation said that there was no way that he could have been laying down when he shot himself, that he had to have been sitting up. Even after one of the witnesses said that he was laying down and shot himself. So nobody in the house has been investigated but James Wade, which is a 911 caller.
So what's next for you in this case?
To keep pushing the issue for somebody to investigate, because my son was murdered. Even in the second autopsy report, or it was not a direct contact wound. There's no proof of evidence with the wound that this was a self-inflicted, besides of different statements from different people that conflict each other.
Questions from our panel. Joe Richardson, you first.
first of all, my condolences. No parent should have to bury a child, and that's something that you've done. Are you having any luck getting with legal counsel or any of those types of things out in that area or somewhere that could potentially be helpful and put resources behind investigation and that kind of thing?
No, not really. Everybody that we contact, it's like hard to get people to help us.
I'm sorry.
Because they know that we have to go against the police, the coroner, the medical examiner, because even when they picked up Derontae, I never got a death notice. I never identified his body, and he was already embalmed by the time that I even knew that my son was dead on the 25th at 12:30 p.m.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
And
wow.
so we have to go against so many people, and I haven't found anybody that's really willing to go up against them. No matter which avenue I try to take, I can't find anybody to help me. Hold on. Yeah, so all I can do is just keep pushing the issue, and like, I know I sound like a mother who just like, to some people who refuse to just like admit that my son committed suicide. But first of all, I know my son wasn't suicidal. I know he did commit a suicide, and I knew he wasn't a drug addict. And for them to be telling me that my son overdosed and then shot himself in the head, either he was dead and shot himself in the head, or he was dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound and then he overdosed. You are just telling me basically that I just have to admit and accept the fact that I got a dead son, and they don't really care who did it or how or why. When there are people who are telling what happened, and they basically just said that they don't have enough proof to that.
Randy.
No words. My very sincere condolences. And I would like to know, because how can the community, if you could speak out to your community that is there, how could they best support you as you go through each day and try to obtain justice? How could they support you?
Help stand up and speak out. Just help them. I mean, like, I'm just asking everybody. I don't care if you have to just tell your neighbor, like, help somebody. It could be your kid, you know what I mean?
Yes. So we need anybody to come forward.
And honestly, it's with Derontae, it's a proven fact that your kids don't have to hang out in the street. They don't have to be involved in drugs. They don't have to be gang banging, because Derontae didn't do none of that. And look at us sitting here.
Mustafa.
Ms. Martin, I'm trying to keep it together because I just lost a teenage cousin to gun violence. And so I kind of feel your pain. I think Randy was about to ask the question, and I know it's something that I'm always trying to or have in place, is that you have someone to be able to talk to, you have someone who can help with therapy. Do you have anyone to be able to help you in that space? Because this is a difficult journey, and being able to want to address the killing of your son, but also in being able to find the space for you to be able to heal, which I know will take a while. So the question is, do you have that support?
Yeah, it looks like we lost your signal there. So we will try to get her back, but we will certainly will communicate with her and their family to find out what's next. This is a story, again, we've covered, and it makes no sense whatsoever when you when you unveil this, and the details are just stunning in terms of how he was found in an attic at a party. I mean, it's just, a lot of this makes no sense whatsoever. And so we appreciate her for coming on the show. Like I say, we reported on this story on several occasions, and just all the best to Ericka Lotts and their family, and we're going to continue to try to, again, get some sort of justice for this family, because it just doesn't make sense. Things simply just do not come together and make any sense whatsoever.